I apologize for being. Never mind. Barbara Curry, I was going to present the paper, but we can't find where it's circled, and I apologize for Tom and I being late. CVAN strikes again. On the front page, it's supposed to have been circled. Someone told me they circled it in my paper.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, she's got it. Would you bring it here so I have somebody read it, please? Anybody, would any of you like to read wherever it is circled on here?
Sure.
Well, one of us will read it.
Okay.
That's okay.
This is the levity portion of the commentary.
Okay, so this is the article. It says Washougal Council approves farmers market resolution, and the area that is circled, I'll read verbatim. That applies to community events and festivals, he added. Barbara Curry, a Washougal woman who has been blind since birth, said the farmers market definitely provides a public benefit. I can walk to this, she told council. It is more convenient than Vancouver or Camas. I save gas and walk there or ride a bike. Mayor, which, I'd like to see that.
We have concerns there.
Mayor Sean Guard's wife, Ann, applauded the.
No, that's okay.
Is that enough?
That's enough, right there. First of all, I do not know how come Barbara Curry, a Washougal woman blind since birth, has become my name. It makes it very difficult to sign a check with all of that.
I have never seen her on a bike, I
And
promise.
I promise you, I don't know, is the police chief here tonight?
Yes, she is.
The police chief is outside checking the bike route.
I want to reassure all of the citizens of Washougal, I will not ride my bike. And the reason I'm red in the face is because we had to rush to get late here, not because I'm embarrassed, I'm not. But I promise you, I will not ride my bike, even if I could get one of those three-wheeler senior citizens bike, which I was tempted to do and ride it in here and bump into all the chairs and let you know how impossible it is. But I will save gas, because I will walk.
There you go. Thank you, Barbara. Any other members of the public wishing to address the council before we get started? Okay, seeing none, moving to the consent agenda. This evening, the consent agenda consists of the council minutes for June 21st, 2010, the council special meeting workshop minutes of June 28th, 2010, regular accounts payable claims in the amounts of $819,664.79, Agenda Bill 9910, the Community Center use lease agreement, and Agenda Bill 100-10, the Master Law Enforcement Assistance Agreement. Council's pleasure.
Mr. Mayor, I ask unanimous consent on the consent agenda.
Hearing no objection, so ordered. Mayor's report, I have just a couple, three items. Number one, a reminder for those council members who are involved in the finance director interviews. Those interviews are tomorrow morning, either here at, let's see, I believe you're all here at City Hall. Correct. The strategic planning session coming up on July 31st. Just a reminder, if you have items that that you want to make sure that we have on there as we have time available in the agenda, if you could get those to myself or Mr. Scott. The SR 14 pedestrian tunnel opening August 14th. We did have a meeting this last week with staff and some of the contractors on that, and that's moving down the road. So hopefully the Post Record will keep good track of that in there as that date appears. And the final thing that I have this Thursday over in Hamlick Park with the warm weather that's coming up, we sent out an alert today that the fire department will be doing some selective fire hydrant testing and water works in Hamlick Park for the kids. So we'll just make sure that all the hoses are working well. That's all that I have. City Council members?
Yes, Mayor.
Michael?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I wish to congratulate Councilmember Delavar for his article in the Post Record, and thank you very much for penning that.
Delaware, Councilmember Delaware.
Oh, dear. I'm so sorry. Alrighty.
stroke.
I meant to say Councilmember Shoemaker. Sorry. So thank you for your article, and I thought it was well put. There was a request some weeks ago from a member of the public asking us to explain why we had, certain members of the council had objections to stimulus bills, stimulus bill attached legislation and funding, and I thought Councilmember Shoemaker's piece did a good job of explaining the reasons why some of us oppose it.
Thank you. Molly?
No, I have nothing.
Rod?
Yeah, the email that we all received from Jack Martin, I go down with a friend of mine to the flying field on the remote control airplanes, and I talk to this guy named Jack all the time, and didn't know who I was talking to specifically, but he did want me to convey back to you and to Chief Mitchell that he very much appreciated the presence out there, and he was pleased that his email, he was apologetic for his email being a little on the rough side, yet appreciated the response. So we did make a difference for him out there. Mr. Lebec, I'm totally on the mayor's side. I can understand your concern and what you want to bring to us. Follow the process. And I'll stick beside the mayor on that for 100%. Follow the process. That's what we have it in place here for. If we start circumventing it for you, then we circumvent it for somebody else. And the process is, you need to follow that, sir. And when you interrupt the mayor over and over, I think that's very rude on your part. And that's not respectful at all in this confined space here. You can be very respectful of the mayor and his wishes, and you walked over him, you talked over him, and I don't think that's respectful at all. I'm done.
I just wanted to note with pleasure the reopening of, or the, don't even want to call it renovation, the rebirth of the apartments over at 4300 Addy Street, which was a project put together by Affordable Community Environments. They have done a terrific job over there, and Councilmember Coaston, Councilmember Russell, myself, and the mayor were all there for the grand opening. So it was a very, very impressive piece of work. I also, I will forward for the record to the clerk my emailed response to, what is it, Mr. Russell? No, Mr. Martin. I actually met him when I was campaigning and talked a lot about the radio-controlled airplanes and worked. Actually, I didn't have much to do with it. The port was already in motion to renew the lease for the model airplane people to let them use that space. So I got a very friendly and thankful response from him also. That's all.
I was just going to say, I want to thank our first responders for the work they did on the 4th of July. And even the days leading up to the 4th of July, there really weren't a lot of fireworks going off the night before 4th of July. There were some, but, I mean, nothing like the year previous. And so the ban that we do have on them until the 4th of July, at least in some level, mutes it, because you can hear canvas going off like a big cannon over there. And so it is working. I'm surprised we're not getting a discussion tonight about a complete ban. But I guess that goes to the good work of our first responders on all fronts.
Maybe it has something to do with the weather.